Hello, we are live. Welcome. Today, I want to talk to you about how to train yourself. First of all, what is lucid dreaming? How you can train yourself to lucid dream? Is lucid dreaming possible? What does it mean when you realize you're dreaming? And why does lucid dreaming happen? I'm going to talk about these things. If you don't know much about the topic, then this video is for you. So I've been talking about this, since I was about 15 years old. So I've been interested, and maybe you don't know how old I am, but obviously I'm older than that now. But this actually book, Exploring the World of Lucid Dreaming, I read it when I was 15 and it changed my life. It's the reason I started studying psychology, that my grandfather was a psychologist. But when I read this book, I thought, is this what psychologists can do? So if you don't know anything about this, or maybe you recently had a lucid dream and wondering what on earth it was, then watch to the end of this video, because I'm going to tell you as much as I can. And if you tune in live and want to ask questions, post them below. I would love to do some follow-up videos answering your questions. So let's get into it. How to lucid dream? What is lucid dreaming? How to learn how to lucid dream? What does it mean? And basically, we're just going to go over all the basic questions that you might have if you don't know about lucid dreaming. So, where to begin? I'm so excited about this, as you can tell. So this book, I'll just start by going over this book, because it's called Exploring the World of Lucid Dreaming by Stephen LaBerge, PhD, and Howard Rheingold. So thank you if either of you authors are watching for some reason. Thank you to these two guys and all of the people involved with making this book, because right at the beginning of the book, it starts with testimony, like the people writing in to give him their entries into their dream journals. So he has like these anonymous people like Doug or D from somewhere is, and it tells about their lucid dream. So it's really interesting to read all the, not only the experts that wrote the book, because they're actually studying this in a lab. This is not just some personal development or something. Well, I say that like, if you saw my video about I quit personal development, then you know what I'm talking about. But these people know what's up. They're studying this, they're testing this in a lab. They're having people sleep and dream with special equipment, and wow, it's crazy how far that they go. They have even some like mask that you put on that actually helps you to lucid dream. It's crazy. I want to get that, and I'll have to get that. I've been wanting it for 15 years, and I'm sure that the one they have now is way better. So I'll have to get that and do like an unboxing or something, because that's one of my dreams is to go to his seminar in Hawaii. They do like a lucid dreaming retreat in Hawaii. Oh yeah, that's where you would find me, somewhere like that. So imagine, you might have done this sometime in your life, woken up in your dream and you realize that you know that you're dreaming, and then you can do all kinds of amazing, impossible things. If you've ever done this, you can actually systematically do it, almost at will. Like you can have them every day. You can have more than one a day because you have more than one dreams a day, even though most people don't know that because most people don't remember their dreams. So this book teaches you how to first, basically, how to understand your brain and how the dreams actually work. And since reading this book, I actually have heard about DMT, dimethyltryptamine, which is releasing in your brain during the REM sleep. And you can release this during meditation and during like the Wim Hof breathing technique, and you can release it when you're awake too, but like it's basically what makes your dreams. And there's a whole documentary about DMT called The Spirit Molecule, where they actually, in a controlled study, they intravenously gave people DMT, and they had like, boom, they like go into a dream and meet God and aliens and stuff. So I should definitely make a video about that. But this is the totally natural happening when you dream, which is amazing. I mean, many artists and famous authors have gotten $1 million ideas from dreams. I wanted to make this video about how to make money in your dreams, but I'm going to do that next. I just want to do like a basic intro to what lucid dreaming even is. So the very basic concept is that you become consciously aware that you are dreaming in your dream. So it's not just that you have a fun dream, it's to become consciously aware that you're dreaming, and you basically wake up in your dream. And if you've never done that before, it's crazy and it's awesome. So you can do amazing things with that technique, knowing how to like cultivate more lucid dreams than less, like to do them more often. You can build up dream characters. You can practice for something you're worried or stressed out about. You can practice for like a dance recital or like a taekwondo tournament, or you can practice for a test. You can rehearse an instrument. You can rehearse other languages. One time, I actually speak Japanese, which I never talk about in these videos, but when I was studying Japanese at the very beginning, back when I was, like 17, 18, or maybe 19, anyway, that's not important. But back in the day, when I was first learning Japanese, I couldn't speak it, of course. It was just, when you're first learning something, it's like, some words, but you can't even string sentences together. But I was starting to learn vocabulary and everything like that, starting to study grammar and stuff like that. But this was like before I lived in Japan, before any of that. So way back when I was a beginner studying in college Japanese, I had a dream where I spoke fluent, or like I understood fluent Japanese, and I was speaking to people. And I knew so much more. It was as if I was fluent in my dream. So your subconscious mind knows so much more than you. And I could go on a whole hour video about what I just did air quotes about. But anyway, you could really dive into your subconscious in a dream. It's unbelievable. It's really, really unbelievable. And I've been recommending this book to people since I was 15. Several of my friends have read this book. It's a great book. It's not just, I went on to study more psychology because I thought, I want to study with this dude. I didn't end up doing that though, because I got more interested in Japanese, actually, if I think about it. That's what I was more studying more language. But I'm still very, very interested in this. So if you want to talk about it, leave a comment below. I've had some lucid dreams. First of all, it's very possible for you. And some people have one the first time they hear about it. So tonight might be your night because, I mean, you can't pressure it. You just have to, like, you'll kind of forget about it, but your subconscious mind won't forget because it doesn't forget. Everything sticks. So sometimes the first time people hear about it is their first lucid dream that night because it's fresh in your brain. And it's all about, like, this book talks all about neuroscience. A lot of what I know started with this book, and then obviously I went on, I was only 15 when I read it, but I went on to study a lot more, but I could have probably just not went to college and just read this book like 100 times. And I won't say I totally wasted my time, but I'm going to read this. I've read it probably 3 to 5 times. I should definitely read it again and again and again, because you dream, you're asleep quite a lot of your life. That's one of the points in the book, and a lot of people in maybe handicapped body or in prison or in whatever kind of situation can use their dreams to achieve amazing things. And also, doing amazing things in your dreams is going to make your waking life, your real life, better. Because if you understand in sales, the best time to make a sale is right after you just made a sale. So if you just dreamed about success, you're going to wake up successful. That's not a logical leap. I can explain that by neuroscience, and this book teaches also how to succeed in your dreams. So we could really dive really deep on how to use these if you really got into it and are lucid dreaming all the time. But there are different techniques of how to fall asleep dreaming so that you don't have to, like, wake up in your dream, where you basically stay conscious while your body falls asleep. That's a technique that you can do while you take a nap, and that works. I've done that before. So there's ways to lucid dream during a nap. There's ways to lucid dream during, like, full-on night sleep. It's really interesting, but basically, like I said, the concept is just you become aware, like, what? Suddenly you realize this is a dream. It's not just like this is weird, but like this is actually a dream. Once you realize that, like, something clicks, and it's like fireworks go off. It's like you just got the keys to the kingdom. It's like you're in a virtual reality, unlimited, everything, and it's so real. You can taste and touch in a dream, and your brain doesn't know the difference between dreaming and reality. Your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference. So if you dream about success, you wake up as if you just were succeeding. So that's a way, if you've got nothing, if you've got no money, no anything, you could start succeeding in your dreams, start waking up in a better condition or mood, and you're basically conditioning yourself to succeed in your dream, and you dream every night. So if you're getting beat up every day, like if people are ragging on you, and if your job stinks, or if you don't like your situation, or if you're trapped somewhere, or maybe you think you're trapped, but you're probably not. Maybe you're actually trapped somewhere though, and like the dreams could be your way out. So this is powerful stuff. I like to do videos about the most impact I could possibly make, because I'm very busy these days and I don't want to waste this time. So I'm only giving you the best things I've learned in my whole life, and hopefully it gives you a lot of value. If you like this kind of thing, please like and subscribe, and I'll keep coming. And if you log on during a live, make sure to ask some questions, because that's really, I want to do more and more and more. As if you've noticed, I've been doing a lot of live videos more, so make sure you hit the little bell, because then you'll know right when I go live, and you can jump on and ask me some questions. And rather than me just go on and on about the basics, if you ask specific questions about what you want and what you need to know, whether it's about like Instagram marketing or lucid dreaming or any of my topics that can make you happier, healthier, and wealthier, that's really what this channel is all about. So I hope that you're interested in lucid dreaming, and I hope that this kind of gets your gears turning, and maybe this sparks your first lucid dream, because actually talking about it at all not only will help me have lucid dreams, it will help you have lucid dreams, because it's all about your brain, your memory, and your conditioning. So you can condition yourself to wake up in your dreams by talking about this in real life. So by talking about lucid dreaming, by recommending this book, I'm actually using the brain cells in my brain that are connected, all interconnected with the lucid dreaming brain cell network. Does that make sense? It's called schema theory in his book. And well, he didn't make that up, but it's called schema theory, which and I've heard this called a lot of different things actually through studying psychology, but you get this network. Imagine like my fingertips are all different memories, but they're all connected by my hand. So I could lose my thumb and I still can bring up the memory, because a memory doesn't exist on just one brain cell. It's all connected on a connection of brain cells across your brain. So that's why we can remember so many things with this limited amount of brain cells, although we have quite a lot. Because different arrangements of those cells make up different memories, so we can seemingly have like an unlimited amount of an infinite array of memories. But anyway, so if you talk about lucid dreaming or talk about success or whatever it is, then the rest of those cells, the neural network, the network of memories in your brain related to success or lucid dreaming or whatever it is that you're talking or thinking about becomes stronger. It's like a path through a field. When you walk across the path once, maybe you can see your footsteps looking back. If you keep walking along the same footprints every time, it's going to be a path, and then a road. There's going to be easy to walk right through. So if you this sticks in your brain, the more and more you walk that same path, the more and more the weeds get trampled down, and eventually there's just a bare dirt road. So does that make sense? Can you visualize how your neurons are connecting with other neurons and then making a stronger and stronger connection each time they're used? So each time we think or talk about lucid dreaming, we're more likely to think about it or talk about it again while we're asleep, because it's the same brain, awake and asleep. Does that make sense? So if you train yourself to do it while you're awake, it'll automatically do it when you're asleep, and vice versa, which then you can start to see how powerful these videos really are, because they're suggesting to your subconscious mind something positive for you and your future. So the more and more you're watching these, the more and more you're thinking those thoughts of your goal or your lucid dream, then the more likely that it's going to come forth, popping out of your brain again, because your brain is just, I can't go any further than I already went in this video, but that's how your brain works. So I hope you got a lot of value out of this. Even if you're not a neuroscientist, you can have lucid dreams just as a normal person. All you have to do is keep reminding yourself and asking yourself, am I dreaming right now? And then actually think about it, actually look around, pinch yourself, but pinching yourself doesn't always work because you can feel in dreams. So it's not reading something works well, because your brain in a dream makes it up as you read it. So like if you try to read something in a dream, it'll be weird, and it'll like be floating, or like you look away and look back. Oh, my hair messed up. You'll look away and look back, and it'll be different. So those are ways you can test, like a little litmus test. Check if you're dreaming. And another way is to look at a digital watch. If you've ever seen the movie Waking Life, I've watched it a couple times. It's a little on the slow, boring side. If you like action movies, it might be, but it's a pretty good movie. And like I said, the more you think and talk about lucid dreaming, the more it might happen. So watching something like this, or trying to read something about it, will strengthen your brain to do it for you later automatically. So you can actually program yourself in your dreams to be more effective when you're awake, and you can program yourself when you're awake to have more lucid dreams. So that's it for this video. If you like any specific aspect of this, comment below and I will answer your questions. And as you can tell, I'm really excited about this kind of thing. I've read this book, like I said, 3 to 5 times, and you should definitely check it out for yourself, though. And have a lucid dream and let me know in the comments. Peace.